that will arise and destroy the one who falls for it. There's no good aliens. There's no good nothing. There are no good cryptids. Nothing is good except God and what God made. Anything that you can point to, God did not make that thing. That thing is wicked, evil, and destroying, and it will eventually prove to be of its father, the devil. Wise people will hear this and understand, but slow people will not and be taken to where they will be taken to with their missing body parts. Missing persons report, body drained of blood completely, only a few neat puncture wounds found in the neck and the chest area. I believe that farmers have been finding this for quite some time. Farmers have been finding their cattle with the eyes gone and the entire body of the cow has not a drop of blood in it. It's just a dried tissue of meat. Flood Nephilim, put to sleep by their fathers. Why? Because they always knew that the time was coming when they will wake those men up. They will wake them up. And they will wake up with all the vengeance and the rage that has been inside people who are angry that God tried to kill them for our sake. That's why he brought the flood. He wanted to get rid of them. He just punished humanity alone because humanity loves Bradley, the Nephilim from Kenya. Humanity just loves a Bradley. Humanity loves a Nephilim. Humanity loves an idol. Humanity loves a celebrity, a star. If it's from Satan, count humanity in. We love it. Please look, God says that you won't have any way to revive them. These people can be revived. The Nephilim that I'm talking about, that are in the ice shelf, the Nephilim that are also in the tundra, okay? The Nephilim are buried under the earth. I saw them in caves. Their caskets look like little grains of rice, strangely shaped caskets, like little grains of rice in the earth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, just planted in the earth, and you see them under the earth like little grains of rice. They have the technology to reverse the cryogenesis. If the Snow Queen has mercy on you, I think we even saw in Frozen, right? The girl was dying, she had the dagger, she was freezing, and then I don't know how she came unfrozen. I don't know if it was love or one of the lies they tell. But there's technology to reverse it when it's done by technology, and there's a way to reverse it by magic when it's done by magic, and then the frozen person will wake up. So the fallen angels wanted to keep their sons alive, because one of the judgments that came upon the early Nephilim, they used to be taller than buildings, okay? Taller than the World Trade, original ones and the second ones. They used to be tall, massive, massive. Some of them, that's how they would grow. And one of the punishments that God sent upon them was madness. Literally, he sent madness upon them, and then when God sends madness upon you, it's as if your own wife and child, you don't recognize them, and then you slash and murder them in the house. That is what demons do. Demons will make the face of your wife and child to look like demons to you sometimes, and then the person will stab because the person is afraid. And then when you wake up from the madness, then you see, oh, it's your son, it's your wife, things like that. So that sometimes happens. So God sent madness among the very huge Nephilim, first generation Nephilim. Some of them, they were so massive, they were called Titans. Okay, and then they went into wars. They started killing each other. They just turned on each other and just had these vicious wars out of nowhere. Brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts, just fighting among themselves. And that was one of the ways that God protected humanity. They basically wiped out themselves. They had the first war of the Titans, the second war of the Titans. They wiped themselves out, and they just had ongoing giant wars while humanity was just basically hiding off to the side and watching them kill themselves. The Lord loves us very much, even though we truly, wisdom, it chases us, but we are on scooters and it can't catch us most of the time. So God says, with no way to revive a loved one, people will have to bury their loved one. So you will get the body back, and it will hurt you. Another thing God says will start to happen when he says they, automatically just know that I'm talking now about aliens. I'm not talking about ancient Nephilim. I'm talking about the hybrids that are known as aliens. They will start taking people en masse to experiment on with no shame. Mass trials and experiences where all the participants end up dead and placed back in society to be found again on the same day, individually replaced where they took them from. It will be a type of murder impossible to solve because of the peculiarity of multiple people found dead in the same town or city in the same way, yet vast distances away from each other that are impossible for one killer to have covered in the same night. People will be found with their tongue removed, their eye holes empty, their soft tissues gone, like their liver, spleen, heart, and lungs, for example. The entire internal cavity will be emptied out, and the